Ladies and gentlemen, it is the. Well, you know what? I can't even do this right now. I'm going to get it out the way. Congratulations, Tommy Guns, for being the two-time Tables, Ladders, and Chatter prediction champion. The only reason we let you win is so we can file it on our taxes as a tax write-off. You retarded motherfucker, you.
Wow.
Anyway,
hard R. I'm the John Cena of this podcast now.
No. You are the. Why don't you?
I guess I'm Ric Flair.
No, you are the LA Knight of this podcast because let's just like how LA Knight was a selfish prick and wanted to put his finisher in, which screwed up the Priest McIntyre elimination. You can go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry,
but nonetheless, congratulations on being a two-time prediction champion. I just want to be known. I wanted to be known one thing that I did call out Jey Uso to win it, but I was
we'll get into that.
To the Punk pressure, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you folded.
Yeah.
You folded.
But you want to know what, though? I will say this. I was the only one that called the return correctly.
See, but you know what would have been funny,
it was phenomenal.
Tommy, you know what would have been funny, though? If he had called Jay, he might have actually been able to tie you to where we would have wound up with another draw.
Damn it!
I would have,
and then it would have been a Survivor Series draw between Pony and I, a Survivor Series draw between you and Pony, which would have just made it funny as hell. And I apologize if I sound like complete shit. As you all know, I've been battling this sickness for like the last 2.5-3 weeks almost. And Saturday, I gave it my all at the show we played. It
was valiant.
Yeah,
I want the record.
I'm recovering.
To show that if I would have gone with my original Usi pick, you and I would have tied because I was the only one to call out the proper surprise return for Styles.
Mm-hmm.
I would have tied you. But again, and why not, folks? I just want this to be a lesson. Don't let peer pressure sway your vote. Go with your gut. Go with your heart. Because listen, I had it. I had it right there in my fat little hands, and I went.
Did you really fart, or was that your mouth? I guess that's
sometimes perfect timing just happens.
I want to give a quick little speech. It's only 10 seconds.
Okay.
Just want to say thank you, the audience, for making me your second-time champion. To the ones who have believed me through both title runs, appreciate it. But this time we're going to strip it down a little bit. I'm not going to be as loud and flamboyant about it because I heard comments and feedback. And also, secondly, I don't need to be how I used to be. I've proven myself twice. So I will wear this title proud. I will always wear my Uma Thurman because I think it's a part of me now. And I just want to say thank you. And how are you doing, boys? Let's get into the Rumble.
Okay.
How am I doing? I'm dying. I'm dying here.
It's okay. I know what I will say this about the Rumble. I really was disappointed. Again, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to agree with Bubba Ray. The match of the night was the 2 out of 3 DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns match. And the only reason is Zero has been preaching about it for over a year now. When are the Street Profits going to get their redemption? And, sir, you saw that redemption with crutches a-swinging. Like, that was I will give it that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I understand storyline. I understand writing. I get it. I do get it. But you look at the athletic ability of Motor City Machine Guns and DIY.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing in Street Profits the way they did, in my personal opinion, completely took away from that. You could have had an instant classic for the tag team titles. But because you decided to write in an interference and stuff like that, it took away from it, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
I'll be honest with you. Had the interference not happened, obviously Motor City Machine Guns was going to win. But even if you remove that fact, if you remove, let's rewind it. One fall each, okay? One fall each. The match was shaping up to a point where, guess what? I didn't care who won one way or another because the ending would have been phenomenal.
Can we maybe assume that they did it to build up the diversity within the tag team division on SmackDown?
That's the only reason they did it.
Well, because the only reason I say that is because you have DIY, who's the heel tag team.
Mm-hmm.
You had Motor City Machine Guns as the face. Then you throw another, heel tag team into the mix. And they're still kind of bouncing back and forth, who's going to what brand.
Considering they didn't just take out one, they took out both of them.
Yeah.
So that was literally like that was an FU to both.
But I don't know if this has anything to do with it. I do know a while back. Hold on. There was a while back, there was a video of Montez Ford getting all hyped up, ramped up, and he kind of had an Eddie Guerrero type scare. Like he's
he did.
He's swinging on ropes, and you just see him kind of like. Could that be why you haven't seen them in a while?
Dawkins was actually injured.
Okay.
Do you think there's too many heel tag teams? Though you got Pretty Deadly, DIY, and Street Profits now.
Pretty Deadly, I would say, is trash.
And don't forget Legado del Fantasma.
Okay.
They're a heel faction.
Yeah. Where is it just Motor City Machine Gun versus all?
That's what it's starting to seem like almost.
It's weird.
Again, but you still have
A-Town down.
They're on Raw, aren't they?
Yeah.
I had heard they.
I wouldn't be opposed to possibly seeing like you get what we haven't had in a while is a ragtag tag team sort of thing. Like you just put two guys together and it works. Like I would be okay. Like on SmackDown, where I say you take. Why not? Fuck it. You take Damian Priest and put him with R-Truth for a little while. Like
I'd watch it.
But again, it's that ragtag. Like, welcome to the Raw brand. Like, Truth.
How will they ever work together?
But again, I think that's what you need. But again, I think you're going to get that build up because you're getting like. We were talking about it yesterday at Industry Tap House again. Thank you, Industry Tap House, for every Monday letting us host it. Also, for letting us watch the Rumble in your facility. We packed the room out. It was a great time. Also, big news, number one, we are scheduled to have the room March 1st for the Elimination Chamber. We will give you more updates as that gets closer. But, what was I saying?
What were you saying? Oh, about ragtag tag teams.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily need to have the next great faction right now. You got Rumble around the corner. You don't have another PLE from now till the Elimination Chamber.
And then after something to fill that void to build that storyline going towards WrestleMania.
Exactly. And again, I mean,
who are the fucking faces on Raw? No,
you have a ton of faces on Raw. War Raiders are faces.
Okay.
War Raiders are faces.
Yeah.
You have Otis and Tozawa.
Yep.
You have the LWO, which in that whole faction is
you could probably LWO, yeah. Judgment Day's heel.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, you actually look at it like Pony Boy's saying. Yeah, you look at it, the heel to face ratio on both brands is actually pretty skewed. But talking about ragtag tag teams or whatever, I miss the days of like Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. The two absolutely hated each other, but they were
you look at it. You look at exactly like when Cena was tagged up with Shawn Michaels, or it's something that's out of the box, which kind of and you want to see that. Going into Mania season, you want to see that. Now, I want to get in to one other match, and then we can get to the Rumbles. Jamie, what's going on, my buddy? Thank you again for coming out. It was great seeing you. I'll see you Saturday. I want everybody to acknowledge the fact that the Owens and Cody match was as good as it was because of Kevin Owens.
I think it was both sided. I think Cody did a good job too, but Kevin Owens really did sell his ass.
Kevin
off.
Owens took more. Like, I'm sorry, but I saw a lot of the Cody.
Can we just admit at this point in time, Kevin Owens likes taking the bumps?
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens is the Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Raven, fucking of our generation.
Yeah,
he is absolutely. And again, you don't need to see him have a title. He is good with whatever he does. And you want to know what? It's great because he knows what he's good at and he does it, and they expose him for it.
Mm-hmm.
It is about time. What's up?
I'm sorry, but it's to a point where I just think Kevin Owens likes taking those bumps. Like, I watched where he was slammed, not the Alabama slam onto the ladder that collapsed. In the ring when he was slammed, like power bombed on that ladder.
Dude, he hit perfect. Dude, I wish we would have had a camera for, like, everybody's reaction. We actually had a really special guest come out this past Saturday. If you watch this podcast, you will know the name from the Joliet area, Mr. Tony Scarpone. And watching some of his reactions with those spots, they're doing something right. Now, I'm sure Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes looked like the prettiest Bob Ross painting. Little purple, little black, little blue, little green, you name it, they had the pretty shades.
Hey, don't forget a whole lot of red.
A whole lot of red. Happy. But again, that match, great match. Kevin Owens made it what it was because you can't tell me there was anybody else who could have taken those spots and made them believable enough to sit there and go, is he really hurt? Or or I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, Cody's stepping over the line again, and we're possibly getting that little shift in the heels. You know what I mean?
But see, that's what I'm wondering, if this was a setup for Cody to kind of turn heel, like in a soft way, because it seemed like Kevin Owens near the end of the match, especially with Sami Zayn coming out, seemed more of a sympathetic character. You know what I mean?
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, like I felt like the match was more built around that than actually like it's a Cody Rhodes Kevin Owens match. I feel like it was more of a storyline developer, and we'll get into it when we get into the Rumble. But I think that's going to bleed into something else.
Now, when you said that, the only thought
to go off what he just said and everything like that, you watch how the match started out. You know, Owens was definitely the vicious one.
Mm-hmm.
It was the progressor.
Then there was a shift to where, as the match went on, you talk about digging deep in the tank when you go into those types of matches and everything, the longevity, you know, everything like that.
Yeah.
You could tell Owens was starting to quote unquote get tired.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting gassed.
As he was getting gassed, that's when you saw Cody become, as Tommy would say, that soft heel, that vicious turn. Because that Alabama slam onto the ladder,
that was
he put some
gusto
on that.
He put some gusto on that. And when you said that,
hold on, Bob Holly would be very proud.
Yeah. And it's funny when you said that, Tom. The only thing I could think of when he's like standing on the table with both belts, and he looks back, he says something to Sammy, then he looks at Owens, and he said something, and then that was a slight heel thing for me.
Yeah, because there was no like respect thing. There was no like talking, like checking on him or anything like that. That was just straight up.
And I mean, Kevin ostriched himself pretty good. Mm-hmm. His head was buried deep within that ladder. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah. No.
Now,
painful.
Do we want to touch on the Sammy and Kevin thing right now, and then we get in the Rumble because we're on it, or do we want to jump back to it?
It's up to you guys.
Okay, I want to do it now. Just then we keep going.
Okay.
I have the perfect solution for this feud. I do. Because let's face it, last night when Raw went off the air, that was a great way to end it.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to each give you one answer. What match have we not seen in a while? that both of these men are
First
capable
blood?
of doing. No. We
An
did
I
see a
Quit
first.
match.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And Zero, we just talked about this match.
I don't know.
If we're gonna do
Viagra
this,
on a pole.
if we're gonna do one more Sammy versus Kevin match,
It's wheelchair on a pole match between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker.
Yeah.
if we are going to do the last time Sammy and Owens get it on at Mania, I want a 60-man Iron Man match.
We were talking about the Iron Man match.
And I thought about that today. I'm like, well, you know what? I think that match would tear it down.
Yeah.
There's a reason The Rock and Mick Foley were able to do it. There's a reason Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart were able to do it because they knew each other so well.
So
Or
my problem
with Shawn Michaels.
My problem with it is now, like, audiences' attention spans have become shorter, and that's why I don't think you see the Iron Man match as much. I don't say it's a bad idea. I don't say they wouldn't sell it great, but, like, in a wider spectrum, like,
Okay,
with the mass audience.
Well, you know what? Fine.
Then
reduce it.
30
Reduce it to
minutes, like
30
Kurt Angle versus
30 minutes.
Brock. Yeah.
And go at 30 minute, and the reason being, you go back to the final encounter between El Generico and Kevin Steen in Ring of Honor.
Oh,
it was a one fall match. It was anything goes, but it was it lasted 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or let me throw
anything. You make it an anything goes 30-minute Iron Man match. You will have a WrestleMania classic on your hands.
Okay, going off of what Tom said, that the attention span. Okay, what if you kind of did that, but you threw a little bit of the HBK Bret Hart consequences into it? You do the 30-minute. It draws in a tie.
My argument with the 30-minute thing, too, is a lot of longer matches, especially at the end and the beginning of PLEs, are 30 minutes.
But again, WrestleMania would be the time to do it because you have those two nights, though. And let's be fair.
And you know what? And here's the thing. Hold on. Start the night off with it. Get it out of the way.
I would rather
get it out of the way.
A 30-minute to an hour Iron Man match with Owens and Zayn to whatever they have. And this isn't a knock. This is not a knock on a women's division, so don't take it that way. Anything they're going to do with the IC or US title. Just because, like, all of us are fans. We have watched Kevin Owens and, like, Zero put it out with Ring of Honor. We have seen it. It has built up to this. You let them go for a fucking hour. You will sit there and listen, gentlemen, as true wrestling fans, I'm going to say this now and don't take this the wrong way, but if it happens, I will be sitting there with a full-on erection for an hour. Fuck you, Blue Chew. That's all I need, baby.
Bricked up.
So yeah, that was my thought.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we get a Triple H Shawn Michaels Iron Man match out of it. It's just
they had a best 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh, that was the best 2. That just was like an Iron.
It was at Armageddon. It was at Armageddon when Triple H and when Shawn first came back.
Yep. Damn good match.
Yes. All right. So,
shall we jump into the women's rumble first?
Let's do that. You want to know what? I will say this. I was not happy.
I wasn't disappointed.
I think they pulled it out. It was good.
Really?
I had fun. There wasn't as many botches, but there was a certain botch.
I will say
I'm gonna put it this way, all right?
Fellas, there was a certain botch. And that brings me to my Blue Cane moment of the week.
I think the winner was a botch.
Royal Rumble match. Zoe Starks went off the top rope for God only knows what, slipped and turned it into a clothesline on Alexa Bliss.
I did see that.
What in the hell was she trying to do in the first place?
I don't know. So here's my thing.
Hold on. To be fair, someone called it out because I had it on my portable monitor at the Forge at our merch table, so we were watching it there.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Io Sky try to pin someone.
Here's my problem with the whole women's rumble. It might have been good, and this isn't nothing against Mr. Guns because he picked the winner. The fact that you had Charlotte win, that's a solid F for the whole fucking match. Solid F.
Mm-mm.
You know, and it's where I'll say this much, right?
What?
We were watching it, and we were seeing that there was like 12, 13, 14 women in it with only 2 eliminations. We're like, what the hell's going on here? You know,
this return doesn't make it an F in my opinion.
Well, no, hold on. The first half of the women's rumble, I thought it fell flat.
Mm-hmm.
The second half, when Bliss came out, when Jordan Grace came out, you know, even Nia, that is when it got exciting.
Nia got 6 eliminations in one stroke.
She did.
She'll give me 6 eliminations with one stroke.
That'd be pretty sad if you only had 6 in eliminations out of like a sperm pool. You got narrow urethra.
They can't all be winners, boys.
Well,
and here's the thing. I get why they put Trish in because it's Trish's 25 years. No, you wasted.
I forgot she was in that.
You wasted a spot. And I'm sorry, I can't stand the fact that they gave number 30 to Nikki Bella. Like that was
I like Nikki Bella's return. I thought it was all right.
Why?
I don't mind
because
Nikki.
She's got to start making money because she lost her first husband because she couldn't see him, and then the other one they were both beating the shit out of each other.
I never mind.
Got to come back and do like money wise.
I never mind Nikki Bella like as a wrestler. Let me talk. And I think it was a decent surprise because I think, let's face it, AJ Lee is not coming back. AJ Lee is happily retired. And I think as a surprise, that was the best thing they could get last minute. And she still got a warm crowd reaction. Well, who else could they pull her in last minute that would get just as big as a crowd reaction? You know,
this brings up a point, okay? Actually brings up 2 points, all right? Number one, what is going on with Becky Lynch?
Yeah, right? I think she's coming back at elimination.
Yeah, I would be so much to say that. I would give it. You want to know what? I want to say that I think they learned their lesson, sort of say, with Survivor Series, when Orton made his return and then Punk came back. Like, those are 2 of your mega stars, right? Those are
had 2 major returns.
Exactly. And you don't, and again, not saying it would have been cool, but I think it would have been way too much.
They're trying to get Becky the spotlight, and I think she'll come out on a Raw to announce her entrance into the Elimination Chamber, just purely on to get the Netflix ratings and, you know, everything up, because Netflix is just trying to make it bigger and poppier every Raw we have seen. So would be a better way for her to come back and announce that she's going to be in the Elimination Chamber.
But my thing is this, okay? She was supposed to be back for the January 6th Netflix debut.
Mm-hmm.
She was supposed to be back for the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Now think about everything that overshadows that, though.
Now, that's what I'm going to get at here, okay? This is what I'm going to get at. They said that she didn't come back the January 6th because the Undertaker segment with Rhea Ripley her return got pushed off. Do you think that there's some repercussions where she's pissed off right now?
Who?
Becky Lynch.
Becky.
I don't know if she's necessarily pissed, but here's the thing. Like, I don't think they would have had. Oh, check my head. Yes, I'm still bald somewhat.
He's bald now.
It's more of a Kiwi. What was I gonna say? I think that if you bring Becky in, you have to do it the right way. And when it comes to Charlotte, I don't necessarily think bringing Becky in at that point is the right move, because again, you've done it before, you've overshadowed it, you overpacked it. So I think if you're gonna bring Becky back, you'll bring her back at her own time. And again, I thought they were gonna bring Becky back on Raw. Now, I can't see it. By the way, we did the math last night. Not only is Charlotte closing in on her dad's championship record, but she is also closing in on her dad's divorce record. With
oh,
all right. So on the Becky subject, here's number 2.
Okay.
And this ties into Pony Boy. If you want to get your segment ready, let's just get them both out of the way.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on a minute. It's gotta,
Shit.
Oh.
So from what we've been from what we've been hearing, Alexa Bliss was not supposed to be at the Rumble because she was still going through the contract signings and negotiations.
So
Alexa Bliss was there to replace Asuka.
So we will not be seeing Asuka for a long while. And it's not due to injury.
Nope.
Asuka has been basically put into like another version of witness protection program under Triple H and WWE, and now federal reasoning because
I'll go into details with this one. All right.
So
all right, let me go into details with this. All right.
Okay, yeah, because I haven't heard anything.
You won't.
We found this out last night. We just found out last night.
Mm-hmm.
From what we have found out from our insider Brad, essentially, we have said this plenty of times before on the podcast. When you see these superstars at the airport, out in public, whatever, keep in mind they are human beings. They are regular people just like you and us. All right. With that being said, though, being a celebrity comes with its own set of dangers. I don't know the full details of it, but apparently at one point when Asuka was at an airport, she was at one of the coffee stands, turned around, and there was a letter written and left on her luggage. Asuka is currently under WWE private security protection. There is an FBI as well as an international investigation going on because someone has stalked her all the way back to Japan.
Now it's a federal.
She is afraid to leave her house.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we won't be seeing Asuka for a hot minute. Which is why Alexa Bliss
on that note,
in.
Tommy. On that note, Tommy, you can pull up Cody's segment.
Oh boy.
Douchebag of the week.
Boom.
What? Why is it so nasty? So, ladies and gentlemen, the douchebag of the week goes into what Zero just said. And that's just not to him. That's just to all, guys who don't respect women. Understand.
Not even just guys. Anyone in general.
Listen, these superstars need their space. These superstars make you happy. Let them be. Don't be a creep. Don't listen. We're creepy enough as it is because we're grown men and women liking to watch men and women roll around with each other in leather tights. Like, it's weird enough. We're a weird bunch of people. It's cool. We're watching violent soap operas on a daily basis.
Are we talking about the porn I watch, or are we talking about
wrestling? I'm a
6
foot, 320-pound man wearing a purple shirt with a fucking unicorn on it. I mean, I'm about as weird as they come. So remember, don't be a douchebag. Let them live their lives.
But even more importantly, I want to make this comment right now. Any type of harassment or stalking, not cool.
I mean, you can harass me all you want.
I hope they find the
individual. Fuck off our podcast.
Yeah.
Llama penis is fully erect. Yes.
I hope they find the individual, and I hope it's taken care of. I hope no one is hurt in the process. Yeah. However, from what I understand, the private security that WWE has hired
are fucking huge.
These guys make Braun Breaker look small.
You mean Braun? No, listen. From what we have read and heard, these guys are all of like 6'8", 400-something pounds of pure Detroit. I'm gonna rape you, and I'm gonna fold you up like a 4th grade love letter and not think twice about it.
Yep.
And these are all from like.
So yeah, Asuka is in good hands right now, but again, she is afraid to leave her house, which rightfully so.
Wendell, I see what you did there. I saw what you did there, Wendell. I like it.
Let me put it,
Yes, Jamie. I also want to touch on that to everybody who saw Nia Jax and Oscar are not in a lesbianist relationship. Okay, they're just very good friends. You will not see the invasion of the moose knuckle. I'm sorry, hate to break it to you. The lesbian version of Brokeback Mountain to Waterback Sisters won't be coming out.
Mute him.
Anyway, but no. Regardless,
I think Nia Jax, I think, is in a relationship with Josh something in like back of WWE. That's what I think. But no,
anyway,
Asuka did put that out.
Saying, regardless, stalking, any type of harassment, not cool.
Bad.
If that's something you're into, please see yourself out the door.
Yeah, get the fuck off our podcast.
But pay us. You can still send us money. We'll take your money.
Yeah, give us money.
Yeah, give us money.
I won't take blood money. Never mind. Don't give us your money. Go fuck off.
Gas is expensive, bro.
And it's only going to get worse.
We'll see. All right.
Anyway.
So, also, I really want to touch on this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a vote right here. We got 3 people. Out of us 3, just show of hands, who thinks Bayley's bum is real? Who thinks she got the BBL? All right, so there's a 2-part video which I will post on the Facebook page. A guy asked Nia Jax if he thought Bayley actually had the BBL, the Brazilian butt lift, and Nia goes, "Look it, she's got great cheeks. I am a woman who can say she's got great cheeks, and she thinks she did." And then Bayley comes back to the same interviewer saying, "Why not? Sorry, I gained a little bit of weight and it went straight to my cheeks." Now, I mean, I'm thinking it's real. I'm thinking the cheeks are real, regardless of what, All right. Anyways, talking about cheeks, let's get to the men's rumble because I know there's a couple things we want to get into there. Yeah, fucking zero. I know you want to talk about it, and I'm going to ask you about it. How'd you feel about that spear?
Oh, God. The one on Speed?
You know
he
what?
Felt all of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I got to give Speed credit. I really do. I may not like him.
You got to give him a change of shorts.
So I was watching this with a buddy.
I'm sorry, but no matter what angle you watch it from, it just gets worse every time.
Now, zero.
I was watching with a buddy who's fallen off wrestling for a while, and when he watched Braun Breaker do that spear on him, he was like, "Holy hell!" He thought it was real for a second. He's like, "That man has been broken in half." He was like, he shit his pants. I'd shit my pants. They're talking about Hunter. You know how big he is.
I am honestly surprised Speed did not wind up with a concussion because the way his head hit. Oh,
but like they broke it down. Even Ryback broke down the video and he goes, the way Breaker had him like a little bit higher up in like the chest, he had him full control. But if he would have went a little bit lower into like the ribs, he goes, he would have broken his ribs, but he would have like flopped over more of his shoulder onto him. So
Cody,
who else?
Tony boy, you know what it
yeah, I know where you're going with this because I know where this is going.
Tommy,
my dad hit me like that one time.
What's that?
Years ago, we were throwing around the football in our dad's front yard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He doesn't realize my dad had snuck up behind him. I throw the ball to Cody as soon as Pony Boy turns.
Listen, our father had probably a three head start gallop, and he hit me, and I'm telling you right, and he hit me lower. Like I folded up like a lawn chair at a country concert, man. And I tell you this right now, it hurts. Would we say that's the best spot of the night for the men's rumble?
No, I don't want to get into what it is though because it's near the end. But no,
we're talking about it right now. What would you say the best spot of the night was?
The ending. John Cena being eliminated, how fluent, smooth, and out of nowhere they did it. Just like literally hop.
I'm sorry.
Whoa,
no, that was you saw that coming. Like
I did not see it coming. Like how smooth it went. Like I figured that there would be an A over the rope once Cena turned around like that, and it was just a full-on push, and that was it.
You know, again, I'm happy
Biggest
Jay
spot
won.
too for Jay. I mean, like, who expected Jay besides you? I mean, in the big retrospective things,
Thank you. You want to know what?
like
Thank you.
we
I
all
will take
expected a
that.
Cena, a Punk, even a Damian
A
Priest
Roman.
more. And yeah, like we expected that, and I really think that was the biggest moment of the night. Not only the build up to Cena getting eliminated, but Jay. When's the last time we seen a young kid get his due in WWE like
You
this?
got a point. You got a
In
point.
Royal Rumble, that was the spot. I mean, like it, like I exploded. My heart literally jumped out of my chest. Also, Joe,
I agree with you. I truly agree with you, but I will also raise you, like what Jamie just said, that whole interaction after Punk, Roman, and Rollins got eliminated, that whole trifecta of a wonderfully goulash of a shit show, that one almost took the cake for me.
Yeah,
and I know,
I'm
and I
not gonna
know
lie.
Zero's bitten it here, so let him off the leash, baby.
I'm sorry, that first stomp that Seth delivered to Roman, ouch. You see his foot full on slide off his face.
Yeah.
However, I did see a meme the other day and it made me laugh. You go back to the 2020 Royal Rumble, you go back to the 2022 Royal Rumble, you go to 2025. No matter what, I can guarantee you, if Roman and Rollins are in the Royal Rumble together, Roman is getting stomped.
Yep.
There's a lot of talk and push that it's going to be a triple threat match.
Thank you, Joseph. I did not like Logan Paul eliminating CM Punk.
No. They're building to something. They're building to something there. Is that the WrestleMania match we're going to see?
No.
The only thing that is to be used for, because Seth Rollins hates Logan Paul more than he hates fucking
Punk,
CM Punk and Roman.
Yeah.
The only thing that's being used for is it's a little ship.
But Logan needs a WrestleMania opponent.
Hold on.
No, he doesn't. Why do you want to give part-timers WrestleMania matches?
I don't, but it's just Logan Paul. He has it in his contract, probably.
He probably does. But it's a little chip at Punk because here's the thing, all right? You go back to Friday Night SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
All right? What did CM Punk say to Kevin Owens?
Refresh us.
Who's the guy who lost to Logan Paul?
Oh.
And now it's a matter of like, well, you know, I may have lost to Logan Paul, but at least I wasn't eliminated by him, which Seth Rollins threw out there. Because remember, Logan Paul did cost Seth Rollins in the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
But he didn't beat him.
So you're saying it could be a triple threat match?
Your triple threat match is going to be CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. I'm sticking with it for the simple fact you go back to December 30th of Raw 2013.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk is in the ring with the Shield. Dean Ambrose is going at it. And CM Punk says, no, I want to fight the best. Is it you, Roman? Is it you, Seth? And that is what started the divide.
Mm-hmm.
Put the three in the ring and find out who the best is.
So you're going to say that Logan's probably going against Penta at WrestleMania?
No.
I can see Logan and Penta.
Yeah. You want to know what? Let's touch on Penta real quick. I want to give that man his dues. Granted, he did have one botch. Both of his feet did touch the ground. Sorry, Penta. You know what happened. You know it did, buddy. So, listen, you do this. Make sure only two of those touch the ground, because then you're still in the Rumble. But if these two touch the ground, you're out. You know, just. But no, if I had to pick an opponent for Penta at WrestleMania, it's either going to be Dom, or Aleister Black.
Mask versus hair, WrestleMania, Dom, Penta.
You know, for somebody who's really good at predictions, you make some of the stupidest comments.
Why would that be dumb?
You know what? No.
I think that would be good.
Hey, you know what? I'm down for the Mask versus hair match. You know why?
It's classic.
Because because Mr. Ray lost his mask in a mask versus hair match.
Okay, but if you're gonna do that though, you're gonna have to have Dom versus Ray in that type of stipulation match.
No. Mask versus hair match. I'm fine with this idea because it's a throwback. But instead of Penta losing his mask, Dom loses the match like his daddy did, except now he loses his hair. Does that include the mustache?
No, you got to leave the stash. So. You got to leave the stash, man.
I want him to go full Steve-O, just shave the eyebrows, the facial hair, the head.
I want to give a shout out. I want to say that Styles looked pretty good.
He did.
Yep.
I want to say that
he came out hot and ready to go.
Just like me, baby.
Hold on. I wish we would have gotten a little bit more out of him, but he come in and he's spitfiring right off. Then he has a little standoff with Roman. Again, I thought it was great. I thought he held his own. 15 years in the making. I got to meet him. He's such a nice guy. Could not have happened to a nicer guy. He is truly nice.
Hold on.
That dirty Sanchez off Dominic's lip. Oh my God.
Joe Henry, you got eliminated by Roman Reigns. Could not have happened to a nicer guy.
I mean, how many times can you say you got eliminated by the Tribal Chief, man?
I can.
And then still call out John Cena after the match.
That's great. That's absolutely great. I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
It was amazing.
All right. So the $1 million question we have right now, because I know Zero's not feeling good. Who is Jay calling out? I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I will go on to my little rant ski.
Who's calling who out? Ray?
Who's Jay gonna challenge?
Oh, Gunther.
Who's Jay?
It's gonna be Gunther.
It's just I think I don't even foresee
Jay off of Netflix.
No. And I don't foresee Cena winning the Elimination Chamber, but I still see him going up against Cody, maybe in a triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, or, if it was John Cena versus Cody, too, the two biggest face, it's like the passing the torch thing. I just think they're going to save Cody for that marquee, amazing, top brand, who could fill that void besides John Cena kind of thing,
The problem the problem I have right now with the whole Elimination Chamber, okay? Logan Paul's going to be in it because he's going to qualify against Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you have on the SmackDown side to try to qualify?
Priest. It'll be Priest.
Yeah. Maybe Finn.
Priest, okay.
Wait,
no, Finn's going against Seth Rollins to qualify.
Okay.
Reigns will not be in the chamber.
Yeah, I feel like someone's going to cost Seth, like CM Punk or something.
No. I got Owens going against Priest for the chamber and Sammy costing Owens.
You know who I would put in the chamber? And this is just who I want in the chamber. Because I'm sadistic. You're going to get Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Then Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Then Rollins.
Roman's not gonna be there.
Hold on.
Roman's out. Gentlemen, I gotta step away for a second, but I'll still have my mic so I can hear you.
I would have Roman, Cena, Priest, Rollins, Punk, Jacob Fatu. Because
he did have a strong showing.
He had a great showing, and he's getting such a big push. You're starting to see what everybody saw in the independents with him, and he's just coming out now. Here's what. When does Solo come back? Solo's out because he's supposedly taking the loss from Roman very hard. But again, when you bring him back, how do you bring him back? In what tenacity do you bring him back? Do you bring him back as Roman's bodyguard again? Or does he come back, I hate everybody left me, so now I'm after everybody? Kind of like the
actually being Solo.
Yeah. That would be the ideal.
How would they just bring him back in general, though? Do you think he'll be brought back after Mania? He's going to miss that Mania payday.
I think unless you have something happens that drastic, he hasn't really, and again, I've never been behind Solo, like, honestly, because once Solo's like the new badass, what you have, and then Jacob Fatu came into the fold, you're sitting going, okay, he's not as, like, now everybody's kind of waiting on Zilla to come in.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at pictures of Zilla too. Jesus
he's nuts. He looks like his dad. He looks like Umaga. Absolutely looks like him. It's insane. Crazy. Absolutely. And like even Jacob Fatu's built at like 6'3", 275, 280.
Jesus Christ.
A big
monster. Dude. Yeah.
But I don't think, normally they have the Money in the Bank before Mania.
No, they don't.
They have it after.
Money in the Bank's usually around July
or late June.
That blows my idea what they were gonna do. Mm-hmm. Maybe Cena will win it. Maybe he won't. I'm gonna say this right now. What everybody else is thinking. That promo or little press conference was very heel turnish. Like me. I deserve this. I deserve that. I think it's gonna happen.
He's sounding a little bit like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Except less racist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, real quick. I'm going to say this like I tell fucking everybody else. Before you start yelling at people for making racist comments, make sure your closet is clean. Because I've known you for a long fucking time, and I've heard some racist shit come out of your mouth. So you want to be a hypocrite?
I don't remember a single racist thing I said, but, let's not bring it up.
Don't be a hypocrite. You can't crucify somebody for saying something 20-something years ago.
Quit being like
all these paleontologists, basic X bitches out here and bringing up the past. Isn't a paleontologist the people that dig up the bones?
Yeah. Paleontologist, archaeologist, yeah. He actually I'm impressed.
I deserve a cookie.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
You're just like Indiana Jones.
Because we wear fucking satchels. Bitch.
You wear satchels?
Suck on this crystal skull.
Oh, God.
He's just on a fucking tyrant right now.
I was waiting for...
Now this is going to become podcast lore, and I hate that.
He can use paleontologists in the correct sense, but
he can use paleontologists in the correct sense, but he can't use tenacity.
Thank you, Jonathan Chaotic Tony with 1. I should get a point. I should get a point for the championship belt for using a big word correctly.
I feel like I'm playing on. Do you guys remember the old TV show Around the Horn, where they would give points and everything on ESPN?
Yeah.
I feel like think up. Let me take a point away. Up, you get muted. That's what I feel like on this podcast half the time. But no, speaking about the whole Solo and Jacob thing, Solo being gone is all part of the bloodline storyline, meaning he's probably going to come back when The Rock comes back.
What the fuck is that going to be?
I don't know.
The next pay-per-view.
Rock's coming
back. You think it's going to be in the Chamber?
I think he will.
Making an appearance?
They say he's busy right now, though.
Well, Cena's getting ready to go do a movie.
Yeah. Cena's going to go shoot a movie, and then he's going to be back for the Chamber.
Christ.
Now, do you think that is a bad idea career-wise? Because what if something happens during the filming? What if he gets sick?
You want to know what? I will say this as we all do. Everybody,
because I thought originally I thought originally when Cena came back and announced this farewell tour,
He
he had said that he was not doing anything with Hollywood during this time frame.
He lied to us like our politicians do. Son of a bitch.
I mean, he does play Peacemaker on television, so.
I mean, listen. All I'm saying is.
But no, again, what happens if something happens to him while filming?
You want to know? I think I
save it for next year.
He won't be.
That's all. That is lovely. Charlotte got met with boos on NXT. I love it.
She looks horrible. I'm just gonna say that right now. She looks absolutely. She looks like Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
What a woman wants to do with her face and body is her own business, whether we approve or disapprove.
No, it's not a matter. It's not a matter of approving or disapproving. It's when people need to say, "Hey, listen, you have body dysmorphia, and you need to go see a doctor." Because
we all have body dysmorphia. We go to the gym.
She can't move her face. She looks like she's one.
Has anyone noticed after every divorce, she has some sort of facial reconstruction surgery?
Doesn't she only have one divorce? Oh, 3. Fuck. Oh, she's catching up.
Why do you think we make the joke? She's trying to catch up to Flair. I think Flair's on. I think Flair's on 6 right now. Wow. Wow.
Oh.
She looks like Zelda from Pet Sematary.
Oh, because it's fucking true. Can somebody pull that picture up, please?
I'm on it.
I'm fucking crying over here, man. Oh. That's about as funny as saying Beyonce actually won the country album of the year.
But she did.
Oh, hold on. Our youngest brother DJ was going to be on the podcast tonight for a little bit.
Yes, the young one.
I'm having bandwidth issues. He just texted a joke. Ric Flair, 16-time champion. Charlotte Flair, 14-time champion. Ric Flair, 4 divorces. Charlotte Flair, 3 divorces. She'll be the greatest to ever do it before she retired at this rate.
I think I don't listen.
Right, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's that's the remake version. That's not even the original version.
God, Jesus.
Tommy, pull up the original.
Oh my God,
the original Pet Sematary Zelda.
Like you would think, with a woman with that much like facial reconstruction, they could have taken a little off the ears. Like,
as I said, every time she gets divorced, she has some sort of facial reconstruction.
Hey, listen, and I just want to say this right now. Do you think every time she gets her face tightened, she gets those other lips tightened? Because, like you said, after every divorce, man, pretty soon she's going to be like a Taylor Swift song. Them left and right legs ain't never getting back together. Okay.
Right there. There it is. There it is. God, it looks like Riff Raff in a fucking ginger wig.
My God.
Anyway, though, back to topic. Who do we see Charlotte going against?
Tiff.
Because she looked like Georgie coming out of the fucking sewer last night in that outfit.
Oh my God.
Hello, Georgie.
She did.
Would you like a balloon? Oh, hello, Charlotte. We all float down here.
But my biggest problem is, isn't it the same thing she did the last time she won the Rumble? The whole, I'm going to go to Raw. I'm going to go to NXT. I'm going to go to SmackDown to see who inspires me.
But you want to know what, though? We all know where it's going. You're going to get the rubber match between Rhea and her.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because, honestly, I think Rhea hit on a lot of good topics that she's grown. She's not going against Tiffy. That's a waste. 2 blonde bimbos going at it. I can watch that for free on Pornhub.
It's gonna be Tiffy. We don't want to see the rear map. I don't want to see it.
I want to
don't
see
think
the I
most
want to see
people
the
wanna
third
see
match.
it. I don't want to see it at a WrestleMania again.
I would.
I want to see
I
Tiffy. I
don't.
think that a young up and comer going against veteran like that would be the opposite of Jay going against Gunter kind of thing.
No, you want to know what? I think what they're gonna do with Tiffy. Unfortunately, I think they're going to give it to Trish because it is Trish Stratton's 25th year. They're gonna send her out on a boom. Unfortunately, that's what I see coming. Shut the fuck up.
You said it.
I fucking hate you.
Boom.
You're not my champion. Side note, speaking of Tiffany Stratton, I told a bunch of people yesterday that there's.
I like what he did there.
He did not.
I approve. I approve.
Did not. You did not.
What time is it?
I approve.
It's Tommy time.
That's called gimmick infringement. That's a serious crime.
I switched some stuff around. It's called what does Weird Al do? A parody.
Jeez, I fucking hate you.
I'm really hit. I'm firing all cylinders. This pre-workout's really working for my brain right now. It's great. It's great.
All right, go ahead, Pony. What were you gonna say?
You know what? I think unfortunately
there we go.
Woo! This second run's gonna be great.
Jesus. Like your shirt says, no. I think they're gonna have Tiffany versus Trish just because they look alike. I think they're gonna try to push Tiffy as the next generational Trish.
Okay.
I mean, their initials are pretty much the same. Blonde hair, big boobs. They kind of do have the similar move set.
They do.
Yeah. And to be fair, I don't think you can get the same match that you want or that can carry Charlotte because let's be fair. Charlotte wasn't moving all that great in the Rumble.
I got so much to say.
We know what Wendell's watching right now.
Listen, we're wrestling fans. We watch it for the athleticism and the costumes.
I mean, I like a good pair of tits, but I do watch it for I do watch it for the athleticism and the pageantry. It's awesome. It's great. I love women's wrestling. I'm sure a women wrestler would be sitting here right now telling you she loves tits too, but she likes women's wrestling. Who doesn't like tits?
Elton John.
So
I think Elton John can appreciate a good pair of tits.
Okay, probably.
Speaking of
tits.
Tiffany Stratton. Pony, you want to talk about the? I'll say you want to talk about backstage.
There is actually backstage heat because Logan Paul, whether he did it with malice or some horny intent, went up to Tiffany Stratton and said, "Hey, if you have, I'll post the video." But the way he said it, he was trying to get on that Tiffy time clock, and
Kaiser
caught wind of it, and Kaiser confronted him. Like, "Why are you talking to my woman like that?" Oh yeah, Kaiser does not like Logan Paul right now. Now, whether that's because he's feeling a little inadequate with his sauerkraut and whatever to the American, doesn't matter.
Logan Paul is not married.
He has a kid.
I believe he's engaged.
And listen, newsflash: just because you're married doesn't mean your dick stops being community property. We see it all the time. Look at Ric Flair.
They're expected to wed in April 2024.
So listen, and then they put the ring on the finger.
That's weird.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
what?
Hey,
what?
I don't know. I just was
like
halfway reading, and I just heard somebody.
Speaking of Rockets, Zero. Speaking of Rockets, Saturday, February 8th, this Saturday, St. Joe's Park, Joliet, Illinois, Rocket Pro Wrestling is having their Cupid's Carnage event. It is a fully stacked card. I cannot stress you want to have a good night of wrestling. Come out. A lot of big twists. Possible surprise guests being there.
Sounds like a bricked up show.
It's gonna be a great show. I can tell you that much. Rocket Pro always puts on a great night. If you want to get tickets, please message me. If not, doors open at doors open at 4. Show starts at 5. You can get tickets at the door. We'll post it again. But Rocket Pro Wrestling, February 8th, Cupid's Carnage. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Tommy. You have to give Ponyboy credit. He has been phenomenal with the promotional segues tonight.
He has been. He's been doing good.
And speaking of pre-workouts, the pre-workout that I am now a brand ambassador for, Psycho Farm. Read the label.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
All right, little off topic, but Tommy, you're a health nut, right? You were
I like nuts.
trainer. You were a physical trainer for a while, right?
Yeah.
With pre-workout, what is the one thing you don't fucking do?
You don't dry shot it. That's one thing I have to learn to fucking do.
Okay, what else?
But I like to dry shot it.
You don't eat before it because sometimes it'll make you shit. Drink too much water because it'll make you piss. You tell me.
His pre-workout is a high stimulant.
I double scoop all the time.
Oh,
so do
no.
I know you're not supposed to, but I'm not going to give advice that I don't follow.
Tommy, let's just say only like 15 minutes into our workout on Saturday.
Oh,
I thought this motherfucker was going to die from a heart attack. He was so. He was looking like Michael J. Fox on the pec fly machine.
Oh, geez.
I was hearing colors and seeing sounds. Listen, and after it wore off, I had like a natural body high, which was really weird. But no, it's some
his
intense
pupils
shit.
were dilated.
Dude, I looked like I did a line of coke that would have made Whitney Houston go, "Oh hell no!"
I would never mind.
Listen,
my car got revoked. Can't have fun anymore. I'm bricked down.
No, but Psycho Farm, I stand by it. Their products are great products. Please read the label. I was a dummy and did not. Again, that link will be in the bio. Psycho Farm supplements, love them. Anyways, so what else did we want to get into real quick?
I'm just excited about you get into it.
I always do this around this time of year, but who do we want to see in the Hall of Fame this year, knowing that Triple H is going to be the headliner?
Fuck, that list is getting smaller and smaller, isn't it?
No, it's not really. You just got to think, because Zero has made this every year. Zero's comment about the Hall of Fame is that you don't see tag teams going, yes, everybody wants the Hardy Boys. You want to know what? You can put Edge and Christian in there, but you want to know what? I actually thought about like 5 tag teams that I feel deserve to be in it.
Okay.
I feel TNA need to be in the Hall of Fame because Test and Albert were great. Without them, Trish wouldn't have gotten her fucking point.
He's got a point there.
Test and Albert didn't really have that great of a singles career, but they had a great impact as a tag team.
And to be fair, Trish being their manager is kind of what.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the Acolytes should be in as a tag team. Number 3, I feel that I know I'm going to get some slack on this one. I think Too Cool should be in it.
I'm honestly surprised they're not.
Yeah.
Number 4. I also personally believe that hold on, I had it. I think the Headbanger should be in it.
Yeah. I think it's long overdue for them.
And my number 1 pick for tag teams that should be in it that are not, and it may be a little soon, but you truly think about it, it works. They were a great tag team. Oh, balls and wieners.
Wieners and balls.
No.
The dicks.
Fuck, I can't think of them now. Son of a bitch.
The Geminis.
No. I'll think of it.
The
But
Geminis
again,
and the dicks are the same people.
no, but there's a lot of people that could be in the Hall of Fame. Like
I'll tell you my number one pick.
Okay.
Miss Elizabeth.
That'd be great.
Isn't she in? No, she's
She
not
is
in.
not.
Yeah, she's not. Huh. Sensational Sherry is in.
Elizabeth would be good.
See, that's the problem.
Is
I
Big
really
Baba
don't.
in there? Is Giant Baba in there?
I don't believe so.
I'm surprised he's not in there. He did a lot.
I mean, Edge and Christian should be in my opinion. But they're not.
When are they going to start announcing others? Does it start this week or next week?
The Nasty Boys. I'm sorry, the Nasty Boys.
Oh, God, yes.
The Nasty Boys.
I'm surprised the Nasty Boys aren't in there.
Yeah, I guess Giant Baba in there, so I'd say Giant Baba.
Why aren't the Nasty Boys in there yet?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't think they like each other.
It's not that they don't like. I don't know. Again, I think.
What do you mean? No, you can't say they don't like each other for one reason.
Why?
When Pony Boy and I went to go see Kiss up in Crandon, Wisconsin.
Say it right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't right now. Anyway, and don't do it. The Nasty Boys were actually hanging out with the radio station that was putting it on.
Yeah.
They were doing a whole meet and greet.
But again,
I've only seen Brian Knobs out on the circuits.
But again, there's a lot of people that are in the Hall of Fame.
You gotta remember though, when you retire and everything like that, some people go out on the circuits and do the meet and greets. Others don't.
Yeah.
A lot of times when these people go on the meet and greets and everything, it's either A, they need the money, or B, they're bored.
Would you say that? Would you feel like the Nation of Domination should be put in
as a faction?
Yeah,
I would like to see them as a faction.
But then that would make Farouk a 3-time Hall of Famer.
I'd be fine with that.
And if you truly look at it, if you look at it, all those guys right now are 2-time Hall of Famer. No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Everybody except D'Lo Brown would be a 2-time Hall of Famer.
I think D'Lo Brown ain't even in there yet.
Nope.
There's the Rock. The Rock's not in the Hall of Fame either.
No, The Rock hasn't gone in yet.
Though. They're gonna make a big fucking spectacle of that when that happens.
Now, I throw this out there. All right. Oh God, I just had it. Ahmed Johnson.
My problem with Ahmed Johnson. That's yes. Was he cool? Yes. Was he like? I don't know if he.
If you think about it, Ahmed Johnson was the original powerhouse.
I think they're yes.
He was the original Bobby Lashley. The only problem is unsafe as all hell. Yeah, and he was injury prone.
Do you know they got to throw a dead guy in there? Oh no, you go. Sorry.
Yes, I know you're gonna say Bray Wyatt, but I'm not gonna say Ahmed Johnson does not deserve to be in it, but I think there are people that deserve it more than he does.
Yeah.
Before Ahmed Johnson, I think D'Lo should. I think Goldust should. William Regal for one. I
thought Regal was already in it.
He's not.
Oh, well, then I'm sorry, but this would be the year to put Regal in it.
Yes.
I want to go with the dead one, and I'd say La Parka.
Ooh.
WCW
you want to know what? That wouldn't be a bad choice just because of the influx in luchador style wrestling they have. And by the way, I'm going to say this real quick.
And to be fair, if you think about it, the
we're
luchador
missing a big
category
one. Mm-hmm.
on the luchador category in the WWE Hall of Fame, it is lacking. And it's lacking mainly because up until WWE took over WCW, you did not see many luchadors. And even when Ray came over, yeah, you had Ray, you had Eddie, you had Chavo. I mean, you can even throw Dean Malenko in there. If you think about it.
It's funny you say that because I saw a video of Bubba Ray with Eric Bischoff, and he called out Bischoff and goes, "By the way, you did not create the lucha scene. ECW did with Eddie and Ray."
Oh, God, yeah.
So we're missing a big Hall of Famer, a big one who we lost recently. Sid.
He is in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not. I think we looked this up.
He got put in last year.
He did. He got put in last year. They announced it like almost right after he died.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Call yourself a champion. You schmuck.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. No.
Sid,
no. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, they didn't put him in last year.
Real name was Sid Udy is a wrestler legend who has been discussed as a potential inductee to the WWE.
He might get put in this year then. I thought he got put in
this year.
Oh, your champion didn't know. Oh.
To be fair, Tommy, last year there was a lot of confusion because Sid was saying it's now or never. And no one knew he was actually dying.
No. Yeah.
And that was kind of the sad part about it. And if you think about it, when it comes to the WWE Hall of Fame, I think it's great that, no matter what, living or dead, you still get immortalized in it. But I think it means a little more, especially for the guys that were in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That if they get put in now before they die, because if you look at it and you actually think about this, okay, and you could take Rey Mysterio's father, for example.
He might get put in.
Well, you look at it this way, Rey Mysterio's father. He was only like 65?
It goes back to what Roddy Piper said. You, as a wrestler, you only live till your 60s, and then you're done.
Now, don't get me wrong. As time has gone on, as healthcare has gotten better in regards... well, as time's gone on, as, the treatment and taking care of the athletes has gotten better, they're living longer lives. But again, you go back to the wrestlers from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the odds
the damage is too done. The damage is done.
Yeah,
you look
the
at
damage
Scott Hall.
is done.
Prime example, Scott Hall.
Yeah, the damage is done.
The fact that Jake the Snake is still alive is a modern day miracle.
Is he in the Hall of Fame yet?
He is. He is.
Okay.
Yep.
And I like to thank DDP for a lot of that because speaking of DDP, I don't want to cut you off, but I did read today that somebody is now working with Diamond Dallas Page who is not a wrestler.
Oh.
Bam Margera.
Good.
Yes.
But no, my point is this. It's great to see that the veterans and everyone that helped build WWE to what it is, they get put into the Hall of Fame. But I think it means more that they get put in while they're still alive.
Mm-hmm. I think Conan should be put in.
I heard Conan is not doing good with his health.
No, he's not. One who is Perry Saturn. Perry Saturn's actually doing pretty good with his health. I saw a story on that. I think
unfortunately, Saturn has a lot of memory loss and stuff like that, dude.
Dude, he still remembers Moppy.
What's that?
He still remembers Moppy. I think Dean Malenko should be in.
Of his life.
Dean Malenko will be in eventually.
I think Fit Finley should be put in.
Hornswoggle.
No.
He's done a lot.
Finley and Hornswoggle will be put in together.
Yeah.
I could see in the future Billy Kidman being put in.
That'd be cool. I think Raven should be put in.
You got it, Raven.
Sandman. Taz. Fucking Taz.
Taz would be a good one.
Not while he's in AEW. He will not be put in while he's at AEW.
Damn, it'd be a good pick.
Raven, yes, for what he did in the hardcore aspect. And now that he's clean and has admitted he burnt a lot of bridges.
He has. And I think that's great that he's doing that.
But again, you got to look at the business side of things. And I think that's the worst part about it is that you have to look at the business aspect of everything.
True.
All right, guys, it's going to be about that time. What are your final thoughts for the night?
As it goes for the Hall of Fame comments, we will put that question on our Facebook page. Each week we will pick who you guys see that catches our eye. Something a little fun for us to do. Final thoughts of mine is yet again, Daniel Bryan can suck this dick because yet again it's been done better than he could ever do it. So no more YEETmania. We're doing that YEETmania. Couldn't happen to a better dude. You shake your head all you want, but Daniel Bryan has nothing on Jey Uso, baby. We're gonna get Usi like a goosey, baby. And the only way we can get Usi in WrestleMania weekend is with Malort. So yeet.
I want Daniel Bryan to come back now.
Daniel Bryan's never coming back.
I want him to. So, like I always say, thank you for listening. I hope you have a good day, a good month, a good year. Don't go out there yucking anybody's yum. Remember, mental health is important, especially this time of year as it's getting colder, nastier, and we're all stuck inside. And, just be sure to check on that. And remember, the time is always Tommy time now.
Oh, my God.
Zero.
My final thought for the night, kind of as Tommy said, guys, take care of your health because I'm going to be honest with you, whatever the hell I'm battling virus-wise right now, I mean, I'm getting better, but I'm not one to usually get sick, and the fact that it's been going on for almost 2.5, 3 weeks, it's absolutely ridiculous,
Holy shit.
What?
Fandango is back in NXT.
Yeah, Fandango.
Cool.
Gotta say it right. Fandango.
All right, but once again,
Dango.
Oh, okay.
Dango.
But
why did they bring him back?
Because he's actually really talented.
Ring my ding and
all right,
my
Zero.
dog.
What's his your final?
I'm done.